Welcome you all for the next section of entrepreneurship, creativity and innovation. Today we are entering into the fifth module. Module name is innovation. Okay. So in today's series we are going to see the basics of innovations. Okay. So first of all we are going to see what is innovation. So what is innovation, right? When an enterprise produces a good or services or uses a method or input that is new to it, it make a technical change. Okay. So the first company to make a given technical change is a innovator. Its action is innovation. Okay. According to Scott Mukala, 1966, when an enterprise produces a goods or services or uses a method or input that it is new to it, it makes a technical change. Okay. And so if there is any whatever it may be, any method or any input that is new to the world, means it makes a technological change. So according to that, they can able to produce more number of products or services. Okay, so the first company to make a given technical change, the first company who adopt the first technical change or who implement the technical change is an innovator. Its action is called as an innovation. This is the definition given by Smukler in 1966. Okay, so once again I repeat, when an enterprise produces a goods or services or uses a method or input that is new to it, it makes a technical change. The first company to make a given technical change is a innovator. So its action is innovation. Okay. So next one is innovation by definition must be successful in the market. The test of innovation after all lies not in its novelty, its scientific content or its cleverness. It lies in its success in the marketplace. This is the definition given by Drucker in 1993. So here what he defined is innovation by definition must be successful in the market. Yes, we all know that innovation in the market is very much successful. For a long term of success in the or sustainability in the market, we should have innovate something. We should unique from others. Okay, so that only we can able to sustain in the marketplace. The test of innovation after all lies not in its novelty, its scientific content or its cleverness. Okay, so the test of innovation, okay, after implementing or after innovating all those things, it is not lies in its novelty, its scientific content or not in its scientific content or its cleverness. Okay, so it lies in its success in the marketplace. If you do that, like means it will be very successful in the market. This is the definition given by Peter Drucker in 1993. And another one definition is that, so it is a common meaning, it is the creativity of an entrepreneur that result in invention. Invention means creating of new knowledge and innovation, application of knowledge. Okay, so if we create a knowledge and implement a knowledge is called as innovation. Invention is creation of a new knowledge to create a new product or the services or processes. Okay, so it is a creativity of an entrepreneur that result in invention and innovation to create new products, services or processes. So this is called as an innovation. Okay, so next, department for businesses or innovation and skills. Okay, so department for businesses, innovation and skills. Innovation is the process by which new ideas are successfully exploited to create economic, social and environmental value. Okay, so innovation is the process by which new ideas are successfully exploited to create economic, social and as well as environmental value. Because in every innovation, Okay, every ideas that we all created, that should develop any economic value or social value or an environmental value, that if you are implementing it in a new business, we can successfully exploit to create economical value, social and environmental value by means of our business. This is the department for business innovation and skills. Okay, so what is innovation? Okay, what is innovation? The first one is a degree of newness, right? So it is the degree of newness, right? Yes, because innovation is the new thing that comes into the world at the very first time, right? That what we called as an innovation. Okay, it is always called as the degree of newness. So we can classify that into radical innovation and incremental innovation. Okay, radical innovation and incremental innovation. Now we are going to see the incremental improvement versus radical, the difference between the incremental improvement and the radical improvement. Okay, so first one is approach. Okay, characteristics. In the characteristics, first characteristics is approach. In that approach, when you come to incremental improvement, collective group effort system approach, these are some of the approach comes under incremental improvement. Okay, radical involvement is rich individualism, individual ideas and efforts. Okay, here collective means incremental comes under, it's a group. Okay, that is collectivism, group effort, system efforts comes under incremental improvement. And radical innovation, rich individualism, individual ideas and efforts comes under radical environment. Okay, next one is advantage. Advantage, advantage, work well in slow growth area. This incremental improvement works well in slow growth areas. Okay, so but radical innovation better suited to the fast growing areas. Okay, it is in the radical innovation better suited to fast growing areas. Next comes to change. It is gradual and constant. It is gradual and constant. Okay, that is very slow, very gradually only increasing. Okay, or not at all increasing, gradual, and there is a constant in it. But when it comes to radical innovation, it is abrupt and volatile. Okay, so it is a massive growth. Okay, that is. Next one is effect. Long term and long lasting. The effect of incremental improvement is long term and long lasting. Okay, but the effect of radical innovation is short term and dramatic. Short term and dramatic. So effort orientation, when it comes to effort orientation, incremental improvement, that is the improvement of the people. Okay, but when it comes to radical innovation, it is by means of technology. Okay, by means of people only that incremental improvement will happen. By means of technology, radical innovation is improved. Okay, next one is evaluation criteria, how the incremental improvement innovation is evaluated. That is process and efforts for better results. Okay, and their results for profits. Involvement, everybody has involved in incremental innovation, and selected few champions, only selected the champions only involved in the radical innovation. Okay, next one is mode, maintenance and improvement, scrap and rebuild. Mode one, it is maintenance and improvement. Here the scrap and rebuild. Pace small steps, that is big steps. Practical recruitment requires little investment but great effort to maintain it. Conventional know-how and state of the art, but requires large investment but little effort to maintain it. Okay, in incremental innovation, it requires a little investment but you should put greater efforts. But when it comes to radical innovation, it requires large investment but little effort to maintain it. Next one is spark. conventional, known, how, and state of the art. Next one is the radical innovation, technology breakthroughs, new innovations, new theories. Okay, so next one is time frame. It is continuous and non-radical. Here it is incremental and non-incremental. So this is the difference between radical innovation and the incremental innovation. Hope you all understand the difference. Next we are going to see some examples of innovation. Okay, so in 3500 BC the glass has been invented. Okay, before that there is no kind of glass is there, because glass invented in 3500 BC. Next one is modern public library. The modern public library is developed on 1850 to 1945 depending on the country. In each and every country they are adapting very earlier years or in the later years. Okay, it is depend on the country. And next one is electronic calculator. In 1961 electronic calculators are developed. Okay, so in 1961 electronic calculators are developed. It is a innovation only. And mobile phones are invented in 1973. Next, internet is developed in 1989. Next, email is developed on 1993. Not developed, is invented. Okay, sorry, these things are invented in this particular year, so keep in mind. Okay, so mobile phones is very important, is invented in 1973, internet is invented in 1989, and email is invented in 1993. So next, what is a new innovation? What is a new innovation means? Okay, so what do you define as a new? What can you say as a new? Okay, so can mean different things to different people. New to the world, that is 10%. New to the firm, that is 20%. Addition to existing products or processes, that is 26%. Improvement and revision to the existing products or the process, that comes at 26%. Repositioning, okay, with different purposes, and maybe new to the market, new to the season, likewise. Okay, so next one is cost reduction, comes at 11%. Okay, it was analyzed by Allen and Hamilton in 1982 and Griffin in 1997. So they have defined new in this way. Okay, so new meaning, new concepts. Okay, so here are some examples. That is a picture examples for you. New meaning and new concepts. It's a book arrangements in the shelf. How it is? See, the first picture, second picture, third picture. That is a new concepts. Okay. Next, creative new meaning with new innovation. So they are creating new meaning to the new innovation. See how it is. The candle, how they are handle the candles. Okay. See the shoes, how it be. Okay, the revelation existing concept. See, first how it is mail. Okay, mail to email, email to Facebook. Next, that phones, right? Biggest phones and the smallest phone within the hands. Okay, so next. In the next session, we will see about the open versus closed innovation. So in the next video, we will discuss this thing. Okay. So until then, it's bye from Asha. Thank you.